Can you believe I forgot to hit that button? All right, hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Box Seats. Your host Frank Holder sitting here with you. This is the show we talk about sports with comedians. Let's get ready to bring in my man Talent in the. What's up, team? How you doing, sir?
We good over here. Look, we good. Look, he waved. Look, she waving like we good.
Yeah, I see that. I see that. My man Fig is also joined the building. Fig, what's up?
You know, always same day, every day.
My man Mike Sean's also in the building. Mike, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. I don't talk to Talent so much. I'm sick and tired of him. Like he was on our morning show this morning.
Yo, he got the nerve to have a morning show in the middle of the morning.
But I'm good. We're good. Let's get it.
All right, so let's get ready to jump into it, man. I saw some news this morning that really, obviously this it's one of those things, man. I don't know if you guys got a chance to see it yet, but I want to jump into it real fast. Two things, actually three things I want to jump into before we talk about the regular sports. One is that Brittany Griner's appeal of her 9-year prison sentence for her drug possession was rejected this morning, which is crazy. So unless there's a prisoner swap, she's gonna do 8 and some change. You know what I mean? She's getting 2 days and a half, two and a half days for the time she spent with her appeal and everything else. But unless the United States gets a prisoner swap, she's gonna do about 8 years. You know what I mean? So what's your thought on this, T, as you hear about Brittany Griner's situation?
Well, puppy done knocked it loose. I'm hoping, Frank, to be honest with you, I'm hoping it's one of those what do you call it, like dramatic part of the whole saga. You know what I mean? Like, I'm hoping that's what this is and not truly what they're saying it is. Because a lot of times, it's theater. And I'm hoping this is some political posture and theater and not the truth that she won't get a chance to appeal and have to actually do all this time. It's horrible, man. I mean, every day this goes by and that you hear about it and you know she's still in there. I don't care if you like basketball or not. I don't care if you play or not. You gotta feel for the situation. This is yeah, you did a minor wrong infraction thing, you pay your little thing and you keep it moving. But to be in there this amount of time, point has been made, point has been taken. The girls abroad, man. You're not even in some detention center here where your family, your wife, importantly, or can see you and talk to you and confer and everything. Like, at this point, it's becoming real absurd and ludicrous. I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, it really is like heartbreaking. Fig, what's your take on this, bro? Because to me, I'm really heartbroken on it. I actually thought that there was a chance for her to come out, during the appeal, but I don't know what I was thinking. But what's your take?
I didn't feel that the appeal was going to do anything. Russia has their laws, and I think what happens is that Americans always look at the rest of the world through the lens of the American justice system, and at the end of the day, Russia don't go by our rules, and they really don't care. You know what I mean? Their rules is their rules. Had this been another time in another situation, had the United States and America's relations been different, we probably have a different outcome. But such is the nature, the United States has put sanctions on Russia because of what they're doing with Ukraine, and this is probably the worst time for something like this to happen.
My man Mike Sean is also here with us. Mike, what's your take on this Brittany Griner situation? You're the one who always makes sure you don't forget about it. And you're the one who's made me even write her an email. I reached out to her via her email, via people I did an email to, which I ask all you people to do that too. So I'm sure she's sitting there reading all of them. What's your take on this, Mike? What you think?
It's sad. It's scary. I can't even imagine. I'm not saying this to be like jokingly. I'm like being locked up. You're scared when you're locked up here, but I don't even know what it must feel like to be in Russia locked up. The propaganda is ridiculous. She's being used basically by Putin, but this is the same guy who's threatening the Ukraine to drop nuclear weapons on them. So yeah. I pray, I hope there's some way that our president can get her out of there. But I got a funny feeling that he's going to make an example out of her just to get at our country.
Right.
And unfortunately, we can send emails. All we can do is shine light on the situation and see if Joe Biden could make something happen.
Let me just say this. I'm gonna leave this. Like Brittany Griner's in another country. We already know that. She's in a country in a cell with a whole bunch of people who she can't speak Russian. She's out of the country. Like she can't get family members to visit her or anything. Like she's getting hit over the head with a lot of different things, and it's really it's a travesty that she's going through all this, man, right now. So I'm praying for her and her family. Let me keep moving on. T, I'm gonna throw this out there to you in the next subject that I want to talk about. I don't know if you got a chance to see this video, but over the weekend, there was a video that got released Sunday night of Mike Evans looking like he signed an autograph with 2 refs. It looked like he did. The NFL put out a statement, you know what I mean? Because when they were walking out the tunnel, Mike Evans was walking out the tunnel. 2 NFL referees walked up to him. They were passing, a piece of paper, and they were writing something going back and forth with him. The NFL released a statement 40 minutes ago before we got on the air saying that Mike Evans was not signing an autograph for the 2 NFL officials. They had to put out a statement that because there was a lot of uproar about that. Now I'm gonna ask you, man, do you think the NFL officials were seeking an autograph of Mike Evans? Are you walking off, or what you thought? I don't even know if you saw the video. You see the video?
I didn't see the video, but I did like this because I got excited. I got to fix the sound over here. I did say sign 2 breaths.
No.
So I was sorry, chauvinistic pig. I mean, obviously, if he's not signing an autograph, then tell us what it is. You know what I mean? If it's something else, then just say, hey, no, he was. They were giving him an email address for something to do with the NFL or something like that. Because otherwise, then what else is it? Well, am I stopping to say, you got a video of me stopping, sign a little piece of paper, or am I getting his number?
Good point. My man Fig, what's your take on that? Do you think the NFL officials were actually getting an autograph, or what's your take on that?
No, I think what it is, they had drawn up an agreement, and it went Mike Evans' way, and he was just basically signing the check to pay him off. That's basically what that was. Yeah, they had wrote the check out, and he said, look, if you do like we need you to do at the end of the game, I'll endorse the check. I don't know what he was signing, man. Nobody knows what he was signing. It doesn't look good. You know what I mean? To have an NFL player, signing something for 2 officials, it looks shady. You know what I mean? In this day and age, you talk about Pete Rose and this one and that one and everything, man. It just doesn't look good.
Rodney Perry's joining the show. Rodney Perry,
how you guys doing, guys?
What up?
All right, Rodney, we doing okay. Rodney, I'm gonna come to you in a second. I want to ask Mike Sean. Mike Sean, how you think it looked like with these NFL signing his autograph, bro? How it look?
Listen, I give talent credit because talent's still putting money on this league. Don't bet on the NFL, y'all. Like this was what it is. It looks shady. You know why? Because it is shady. Because there's a bunch of shady stuff going on in the NFL. When I saw somebody hit Tom Brady too hard and they called a 15-yard penalty simply because they hit him too hard, that's when I was like, give me my money back, DraftKings, give me my money back. I'm not playing with y'all. Like, there's a lot of shadiness going on, and there's a lot of WWE popping off in the NFL right now.
Right.
So, and the reason why the NFL is so scared is because of how much money they're making off of gambling, and now they've made it official. We have a relationship with all these gambling sites. So now is when they're like, wait, we can't mess this up.
Right.
Y'all lost me. I'll watch every Sunday. Promise you. I'll watch Thursday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'll watch any game y'all got. I promise you I'll watch. But what you won't do is get my money ever again.
Yeah, I'm not betting on the league ever again either myself.
Unless it's between my friends. Like if me and my friends want to gamble, we'll be like, hey, $20 here, $100 there, whatever. But other than that, the NFL lost me, and that's what they're fearful of. That's what they're scared of.
Rodney Perry, let me ask you, man. I don't know if you happen to see it, but there were some NFL officials looked like they were passing a piece of paper on with Mike Evans. After the game going on. I don't know if you saw the video. Do you think they were asked to seek an autograph? Because the NFL had to put out a statement today saying that they were not signing an autograph and anything else. It had nothing to do with that. And you're on mute, Rodney. You're muted, Rodney.
I mean, here's the reality, man. I mean, these guys are becoming famous. I mean, they're on television every week, and the ones that make the big calls, people remember you. People are, you're on national TV, every weekend. So some of these guys, they don't have the anonymity that they had many years ago. So I think that's what it is. I mean, did they sign autographs? I don't know if they signed them or not, but why not? I mean, like when I first signed up for the film industry, the exotic film industry, I mean, nobody knew who I was. And then as I got more and more famous, I had to sign autographs. So I think the NFL needs to just get used to it, man. I mean, if these guys are being seen every week, like I was at that time, they definitely are doing the right thing.
The word for today is anonymity.
My man, tell it. Let's keep it moving because Rodney Perry got a joke. You're watching the show called Box Seats. Thank you all for watching on the side. All of who watching, chiming in, supporting the show, of course, sharing the show. All that. Thank you all for doing that. Now let's talk about the game that happened last night. Chicago Bears ended up completing the upset weekend by defeating the New England Patriots. They were 8.5 points underdog. Like I said yesterday, all y'all scared the hell out of me, which ended up happening to you on mute. The Bears came in. Justin Fields decided that's the game they decided they want to run the ball. They want to, obviously have him rush, and you know what I mean. So it is what it is. The Bears end up defeating the New England Patriots in New England. T, what's your take?
Well, you should be crying. I thought you was going to cancel the show today, to be honest. I'm very proud of you, Frank.
It wasn't that funny, Mike. It wasn't that funny.
You're a bigger man today.
Yeah, because it's not the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It's not like
you're
it's
a bigger man. I like that. I appreciate that. You're a bigger man than Rodney. Rodney Perry Petty. Rodney Perry's name is Rodney Petty. Congratulations to the Bears. You know what I like about it? Forget who won. Monday, something about the night games as a football fan, I really, really be wanting them to be entertaining and competitive. Like give me something to look at. Because it's already, it's nighttime. So when we give out hours at night, it's different than hours in the day. I'm sorry. And
but it was entertaining. It was entertaining.
Yeah, they put on a show, and it was nice. It looked like it was going to get stale for a minute. And then New England had scored, got on the board, put up, those 10. When they got to 10 points, I said, okay, now we got a game. And I thought that it was going to turn the tide, but nope. Chicago put their foot on the gas and made sure they closed out. I enjoyed the game, to be honest with you.
Actually, they put up 14. Bailey Zappi came in.
No, they ended with 14, but when they got to 10, it looked like they were going to start doing something. They ended 32. But when they put up 10, I was like, oh, we got a game. But no.
No, what I'm saying is to you, Tal, is the Giants put up 10, the Patriots put up 7, and the Patriots scored again. They were leading 14-10. And then the Bears went and took it over, and that wasn't even a game after that.
Oh, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, when they were up, remember they were up. It looked like y'all wasn't going to be able to do nothing.
Yeah, that's what it was. All right, so, Fig, maybe you can make everybody else laugh. How about that?
No, because you had a Freudian slip, man. I mean, the Giants beat up on the Patriots so much, you slipped up and said the Giants as opposed to the Bears. Yeah, the thing is that it was lovely, man. And what I'm laughing at is that you finally have to answer Mike's question, because he told me yesterday that if the Patriots lose, you'd have to address his question. So I'd like to extend my time to the distinguished gentleman, Mike Sean.
First of all,
like, what'd you take?
First of all, pause. I have to bow down to Rodney Perry because Rodney said he took the Bears. And there was no way in the world I thought the Bears would win. But let me spin my chair real quick. So when does Bill Belichick get on the damn hot seat? When you start asking, because at this point, people are asking, is Tom Brady washed? Well, I want to know, when is Bill Belichick washed? When does he start getting the pressure of his draft picks for the last 3 years and getting blown out by the Chicago
Are you
Bears?
serious? Are you serious?
Hold on. I'm not done, Frank. I'm not done.
Okay, all right. I'll let you finish.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Frank. I called you Mr. Frank. When do you start challenging that Bill Belichick, the game might have passed him by? And I'm gonna spin my chair again. What has to happen? Who do they have to lose to? And how many games does he have to lose before you guys in Boston say it's time to either change his position as general manager and just make him a head coach, or he gets fired? What has to happen? I'm asking you, Frank. That's my question.
Let me know when you finish.
I'm done. I just asked you a question that wasn't rhetorical. That's an actual question. What has to happen?
Well, right now, nothing has to happen because Bill Belichick, he drafted a guard who's one of the best. Everybody laughed at him last year. The guard he drafted is one of the best guards in the league. The other wide receiver he drafted got injured and just played 2 games in. So of his draft pick, of the 3 draft picks he drafted just recently, 2 of them are playing top 10 in their position right now. So I answered your question.
If I draft people that are really good at their positions, and then we go to the game and we lose to the Bears, that ain't a problem.
What's your team?
The Giants. The Giants.
Okay. The Giants lose too, right?
They lost what? They won.
Oh, okay, they won this week. What's the Giants' record? They're not undefeated, right?
No, they lost 1 game. You're in last place.
The point is you lose a game. So let me bring it to Rodney Perry. Maybe he can make it make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. You're not going to win every game. You don't win every game. So Rodney Perry, make it make sense to me because it is your team. You're the Bears. You guys, you picked it all. Everybody else picked the Patriots, and I got nervous because everybody else picked the Patriots. But you stuck with the Bears, Rodney. What did you see that we didn't see?
Well, let's really just call a spade a spade. You all failed to pick the winning team, each and every one of you. And now you come here the following day and you still want to besmirch the name of the great Chicago Bears. I told you there's a lot of parity in the league. All of these teams, there's a lot of teams that used to be horrible. And the league is more even now than it's ever been.
That's true.
In our lifetime.
That's true.
And to answer Mike Sean's question, what's going to happen to Bill Belichick? He's going to get fired. If they lose 3 more games, well, they probably never fired a man. But people will be calling for his job, including you, Frank. And that's just a fact. I mean, but hopefully they won't lose, 3 or 4 more games. But that's
I will say this on the record to you, Rodney Perry, as a Bears fan. I was extremely upset last night when Bailey Zappi came in. I was upset because I think you need to get some parity and some continuity. Like that upset me because now.
It's neither here nor there. We're still really early in the season, guys. I mean, we're not halfway through, and we're halfway through. Well, we're at game 6, right?
7.
Game 7.
Next week
so
is 7.
We're still a little less than halfway through, and there's still no telling who's going to be in the playoffs legitimately. So, I mean, I take it back to my porn days, man. When I was out there, and and when I first started, and I was a bit premature, I had a fluffer, and anyway, that's neither here nor there, man.
Anyway,
just know that we all got to just focus on what's next, man, and not look too far ahead.
For Rodney Perry's fluff, let me go to Kanye West with talent. Talent. Kanye West decided that he gonna make some anti-Semitic remarks. He has a sports agency. He got kicked from his regular agency. He has a sports agency out there too. Jaylen Brown decided he's sticking with Kanye West's sports agency despite the anti-Semitic statements and everything else he's saying. Do you think? I'm not even gonna say anything. What's your thoughts on you hearing that some athletes are gonna follow behind Jaylen Brown sticking with Kanye West's anti-Semitic statements, bro? What you think?
Kanye's done. And he's done in a bad way. There's one thing to just be done because you're out of style or, you know, your time is up and stuff like that. In the heat of his prime, he's still technically in his prime, he's pissing the wrong people off. And he's has wrong ties to the tunes of billions. So if the world, the powers that be, are ready to X billions of dollars away by dealing with him, as a player, you better run for the hills. You don't want to be associated. We live in a guilty by association society, and your star is still on the rise. You don't want to be associated. I know you probably thinking back and leave my man alone. I'm loyal and all the hood things that go along with those innuendos. You have to start thinking business. And I was just talking about this in the barbershop. It's cut, right? So we're just talking about how you have to make a decision. You can't be both. You can't be gangster for the hood and the businessman for the people. You can't be both like that. You have to make a decision because you're moving in different circles. Eat that young boy, make it like.
Right. Greg, what's your take? Kanye lost his agency. He's with CAA. He lost CAA. I'm gonna have to mute town, I think. Okay, let me see who this is. Test. Yeah, that was Rodney Perry. Right, so I have to mute Rodney Perry. So Kanye lost his regular agency. Kanye lost his sneaker agreement. He lost his sports agency. He lost over $400 million in advertisement and everything else. People who wanted to be associated with him. But Kanye has a sports agency with some athletes who are still sticking to him, and Jaylen Brown is one of them. What's your thoughts on Jaylen Brown sticking with Kanye West's agency, bro?
Well, I kind of like it. Let me tell you why. The people that Kanye was talking about have people in that they're associated with that has done some things that are questionable. And they wrap their arms around them, and they gather together, and they support their own, no matter what it is, whether it's murder or some illegal actions or whatever it is may transpire. They stick together. And one thing that we do not do in our community, come hell or high water, is we don't stick together. I don't give a damn what Kanye does. You know what I mean? He didn't kill nobody. He didn't hurt nobody. And nobody, to be honest with you, I don't know if anybody has come out to dispute anything that he said. I mean, if there is some history books or something in history that is questioning the validity of what he actually said, then I'm willing to read it. You know what I mean? I'm willing to take that into consideration. But to be quite honest with you, I don't know if everything that he said is inaccurate or the people that he said it about just don't like it. Those are people.
You can't point out a people and say you're coming at them with DEFCON 4. That's like you're talking about a persecuted people. That's like if somebody said they coming back at us with slavery. It's the same thing. We don't want to hear that either. DEFCON 4, you scare the hell out of these little. They don't hit it. What is that? You coming after specific persecuted people. It ain't anti-Semitic to say these people are this way around money. These people are frugal. These people are tight on money and blah blah blah. People say that every day, all day about Jewish people. But when you say I'm coming after the Jews with DEFCON 4, now you and I may know he's talking slang or whatever the case may be. If they take it a certain way, anybody in their right mind at that point will clarify what they're trying to say. I got Instagram hit me up because I said, I'm looking at a DJ go live and I go, yo, kill him tonight. You know, Instagram sent a warning, right? Yo, you can't be saying that. They go against our guideline. Because to them, they're not, whoever's in that front office, not diversified enough to say he's talking slang like break a leg, according to white people, break a leg. But in my hood, we go, kill him tonight. So if they don't understand you, you come back and you clear it up, which is what I had to do in that moment. You're going to shut my page. And I said, all I did was compliment the dude. He's a good DJ. And I wish him luck to kill the crowd. Oh, well, you got to be careful. No, I don't have to be careful. How about work on diversity in office so that somebody is smart enough to go, it's slang for good luck, break a leg. You know what I mean? If you say you're coming at a specific people with DEFCON 4, I'm sorry. I like Kanye. I love Kanye. He's a genius. I will never dispute that. But in certain ways to go, especially in this sensitive temperament of a society.
Mike Sean, before I throw my take out there, what's your take on this whole?
No, so I got interrupted and I just be quiet.
Oh, how about saying excuse me? How about saying my bad? Sorry. How about saying that?
No, go ahead.
My bad. Sorry.
Go ahead, Mike.
The minute, okay, first of all, wasting my breath on a billionaire who has erratic opinions and tries to shock everybody every moment he gets. The minute you said that George Floyd, the cop didn't have his knee on his neck, I don't rock with you. Like, once you say that, and he literally said, well, the cop's knee wasn't really on his neck. I think Fig is right. I think we should stick together. But I think we also have to hold people accountable for comments that get said. And once he said that, I should have dropped him when he was in Trump's office, but he wasn't the only one there. Steve Harvey was there. A bunch of people came there. But the minute he said that the knee wasn't on George Floyd's neck, really, that's when, and then the White Lives Matter t-shirt, which is a slap in the face, because that's all we heard from white people was all lives matter. White lives, no, all lives really don't have the same leverage here. All lives really don't matter on the same level in America. It's been like that since its inception. So Kanye, like, you on your own, dog, and go do what you do. Go keep trying to shock everybody. And yes, is he a musical genius? Yes. He might even be a fashion designer genius, but I'm not like I can't really critique fashion like that. But I'm through with that. Like, I'm through with us wasting our breath on him. And if we leave him out on the island, that's because you put yourself on the island because you were so busy trying to make sure the whole world knew you were a billionaire. That's what you were concerned with. And then you wanted to switch up whenever you want to switch up. I ain't got time for him.
Bro, the reason why I wanted to bring it up is because now he's affecting the sports world. You got a couple of athletes who are sticking behind him. And you got
I'm sorry, Frank. And Jaylen Brown should run. Brown should run.
That's my point. That's my point. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of athletes who are still coming up and getting signed with him, and he's getting ready to get banned. They put out a huge thing against him yesterday, like a real big thing against him for everybody to ban it, and there's a handful of athletes sticking with him. So it'll be interesting to see how.
Can I ask a question here? Do you see a problem with that? That one group of people has so much power that they could cancel somebody, not for what they did, but for what they said. That's the problem that I have. We're always the underdog, and we're always at a lower position where somebody can cancel what it is that we do based on what it is that we say. He didn't go into a crowded movie theater and yell fire. He didn't go and do anything to anybody. So we got a group of people that can cancel everything that you do, and we don't have a problem with that. I think that's basically at the crux of what it is that he was saying, is that you guys got too much power of cancellation over an entire group of people, and that's the problem that I push back on. They have too much power over what it is that other people do. There's something wrong with that. And to sit here and act like it's okay that one group of people can cancel another group of people with the stroke of a pen or something like that. There's something wrong with that.
Listen, nobody's disputing that. Nobody's disputing that. But you got that with them. You got that with the gays. Like the list goes on and on and on. I'm not disputing it. I'm asking the questions.
The platform that Kanye has, if he wants us to support him and stand by him, you can't use your platform to betray us. You can't use your platform to say the knee wasn't on George Floyd's neck. You can't have it both ways. You can't want our support, then whenever you want to betray us, you'll be like, I'm going to say some crazy stuff and disrespect the family of George Floyd. And we saw what we saw. That's what I'm talking with Kanye. That's why I'm done with him.
Like, I've been done with Kanye ever since I saw him sitting down with Trump. So I ain't been down with Kanye since then. I left him a long time ago. So let's keep it moving, man. I want to keep it pushing. T, I want to ask you this, man, and before I jump into this NFL news and everything, and it's NBA news, man. The Dodgers are in real hot pursuit of Aaron Judge. You're going to make an offer for Aaron Judge at the winter meetings. That's the news I read this morning. And the crazy thing about this is the fact that nobody's talking about talent is that Aaron Judge is from the West Coast. There are people coming out saying that he wants to play on the West Coast. It could be either the Padres, it could be the Dodgers, it could be the Giants, it could be a couple of players. But a lot of people are starting to say, you know what? We don't see him returning back to the New York Yankees. What's your take on this, T? I know you might disagree, but what's your take?
You know me. I think he's coming back. I think to make news, things have to have a little zing to them. And I think starting this conversation, we do it with every athlete. Every athlete that comes up for contract renewals or extensions, we do it with every athlete. Or they might leave, or his man is playing for that team, or the girl got a big butt in Detroit, whatever. You come up with all these ideas of why the person leave the city they're in. But I think, in my heart of hearts, Frank, is he's gonna stay home. You know what I mean, and do what he got to do. And get that. They're going to get that done. The Yankees are going to get that done. I think, especially given how the season ended out, Yankees are New Yorkers, period, sore losers. So they're going to get that done for the fact of coming back and having another shot or two at the World Series while we have them under wraps. So I look for that to get done and him staying home. I don't believe none of that rumors-based stuff unless it comes into fruition.
Right, I 100%. What is your take on this right now, Fig? Because do you think like everything's lining up for people to saying that Aaron Judge could be scooped by the Dodgers? Do you think it's a possibility, or are you still sticking with your guns at the Yankees? He's returning to the Yankees, even though people are saying in his camp that he wants to play on the West Coast.
Man, who knows, man? With the way the sports is nowadays, guys doing whatever it is they want to do and stuff like that. I think if the Yankees really valued what it is that he was doing after he broke the American League record for home runs and stuff like that, and if they're not going to hold on to him and pay him, then let him go to the Dodgers and spend your money on some damn pitching. So this way, maybe you could win again. How about that?
Ooh. Mike Sean, your take.
Highest bidder gets him. That's all it is. Like the highest bidder gets him. If the Yankees, which I think they're trying to think about it, if they overpay him to keep him from going to the West Coast, they'll overpay him. But somebody's going to wind up paying $300-400 million for him, and whoever outbids whoever, that's who he's going to stay with. I mean, he'll stay in New York if they pay him more than the Dodgers, and if the Dodgers pay him more than the Yankees, he don't have to deal with wintertime anymore. And he'll fly out there and be there. Or if the Giants, I really think the Giants are going to be the team that overpays him and gets him in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Whoever overpays him.
I think
he's going to be overpaid. He's going to be overpaid. Trust.
Yeah. I think it'd be Giants too, but him and Mookie Betts on the same team is kind of scary if you ask me. Let's keep it moving, man. T, I want to ask you, listen, where am I at? The Ravens are playing Tampa Bay on Thursday. Aaron Rodgers is playing the Buffalo Bills on Sunday. The two greatest players right now who are playing the game are both on losing streaks. They both are having some serious games this week, and a lot of people are picking both of them to lose. What's your thoughts on the Ravens playing Tampa Bay and Green Bay playing Buffalo? Do you think Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers are going to win? Do you think they both going to lose? What's your thoughts on these upcoming games? Both pivotal weeks.
Well, I would put money that they both are not going to lose. That's almost impossible this week coming up, right? However, don't be surprised if they both win. Now, here's the thing. I think these are the two biggest sore losers in the game at their position. And I think that given they're on losing streaks, the pressure is surmounted so intensely and high that they're going to go out of their way, because when you lose in the game of football, it's not like other sports where you can point to one thing. Losing in football, you got to point to different areas. So I think for the simple fact that they want to eliminate themselves out of the equation of the reason why we're losing, that you're going to see Brady look like Brady and you're going to see Aaron Rodgers look like Aaron Rodgers, and they're going to squeak these victories out. Now, I know one's going to win. I'm not hard pressed that both won't win. I think it's more likely that they both will win than they both lose.
Okay. Okay. Well, I heard you say bet, so I want to make sure I heard that right. You would bet that they both will win? That's what you're saying?
I'm saying I bet you that they ain't no way they both going to lose. I said it's more likely that they both win than they both will lose. I know everybody's looking at it like they're both on a roll losing, and everybody think they're both going to lose this week. I don't think that's happening in a cold day in the bottom of the freezer of hell. Right?
So, for the record, let me make sure I say this for the record. For the record, the Ravens are playing Tampa Bay on Thursday. Green Bay Packers are playing the Buffalo Bills on Sunday. Fig, both of them win, both of them lose, split. What's your take on Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady this week?
I got the Ravens and Buffalo breaking their foot off in the respective behinds of the teams that they playing. Tampa Tom is gonna get the Ravens, and Lamar Jackson is gonna break their foot off in his old behind, and the Buffalo Bills are gonna mollywop Green Bay and Aaron Rodgers. They gonna mop.
Ain't no way.
If you can mop up AstroTurf or grass or whatever surface they gonna be playing on, that's what I think is gonna happen. I got both of them. I got the Bills and the Ravens this week. The mollywop, not just to win, mollywop the teams that they playing.
You know what? I have to agree with him on that one. I really agree with him. I don't even think either game is gonna be close. Mike Sean, you got the Packers and the Bucks both winning. Packers and the Bucks both losing. Split. Where you at? Because this is a pivotal week for both Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady.
I really believe, and I hate to sound like Max Kellerman, I really believe Tom Brady's a rat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really believe he doesn't even look healthy anymore. Like, he don't even look healthy right now. I believe everything that he's gone through and going through when you're 45 in the NFL. So if I had to pick, I'm not betting. I think Tom Brady's they're gonna get beat by the Ravens, because I think Lamar Jackson right now is so sick to his stomach that he didn't sign that contract that they offered him, and he's gonna go all the way in. And I think pause. And, but for some reason, just like I was rooting for the Bears last night, I just think Aaron Rodgers is gonna pull something off against the Bills, and I don't have any information. There's no facts to what I'm saying. This is just something that I feel that Aaron Rodgers is going to do something this week, because I think Tom Brady is done as an elite quarterback. I think Aaron Rodgers is still an elite quarterback, and on them Sundays, if he gets hot, can beat the Bills. I know that's crazy. I know it doesn't make any factual sense. I have no facts to defend that. The Bills are a better team, better defense, better offense, or better everything. I just feel like Aaron Rodgers right now has put himself in a situation where sometimes that one quarterback can change everything on a Sunday and get hot.
Hey, Mike. Mike, can I tell you what Aaron Rodgers is going to pull off?
What?
His helmet and his jersey.
You know, the crazy thing about this is that we are about to be in week 7. And we all figured that by week 7, the Packers and the Bucks would be amongst the NFC leaders. Well, the NFC leaders right now, week 7, are the Eagles, the Vikings, the Giants, and the Cowboys. And it's not the Bucks, it's not the 49ers, and it's not the Packers, which is shocking a lot of people. Why? Because the Giants are doing well, the Eagles are doing well, the Vikings are doing well, and the Cowboys are doing well. So that leads me to ask you this. Those are the 4 leaders so far in the NFC. Do you think Odell Beckham ends up now, price goes up now, T, and he lands on either one of these losing teams like the Bucks or the Packers or someone, you know what I mean? Something like that. And you think his price goes up because they're going to need him they got to make a run. They got to make a run. What you think?
I think he did. I think this works out in his favor. Like, I think a lot of people in the beginning were like, oh, Odell's still not signed, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? We're on our way to 8 weeks in, and 2 of the biggest teams, if not 3, are getting desperate.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're desperate, what do? You pay for what you need.
Yeah.
There's a commercial that with Nemo the Emo, that commercial. Pay for what you need.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So let me throw it to Fig. You're absolutely right. Because Christian McCaffrey ends up signing with the 49ers, Fig, last week. You know what I mean? Like, they made a move. They had to make a move. So, what's going on? You think OBJ's price just went up? What you think?
I think, listen, I think the only reason that OBJ probably hadn't been signed already, I don't think it's really the money. I think people are questioning his health, if he's all the way back healthy, because 100% healthy OBJ, any team, that has any shot at winning anything would pick him up. The funny thing is that I don't think the 49ers are that bad, man. They ran into KC.
Right.
And Patrick Mahomes, and that dude and that team, that's a buzzsaw. And they're starting to click. Patrick Mahomes is starting to get a little more comfortable, has a little more chemistry with his receivers. And anybody that goes up against that team is going to be a tough out. I don't give a damn who it is. I'd like to tell you this. If they meet up with the Bills again, it's going to be a tough matchup. But I think those guys are the 2 best teams in the NFL right now. I know what the records say and all of that, but the Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs, those are the 2 best teams in the NFL right now. And I believe that the Super Bowl is going to go through one of those franchises.
With that being said, Mike, you get the last question on this topic. Is it fair to say that OBJ's price went up and he could land on – hell, he could land on the 49ers. The 49ers just made a move with Christian McCaffrey. And that would be a triple-headed monster. They look like the Rams.
Man.
Or does OBJ go back to the Rams? Does OBJ go to the Packers? Did he go to the Bucks? Because a lot of people are thinking the Packers and the Bucks are done for the rest of the season. What you think?
I mean, I could see him. There's so many options that he has right now. There's so many options that he has because everybody needs that deep threat. Everybody needs.
If you were him, where would you go, Mike? If you were him, where would you go?
Damn. I would stay with the Rams, actually. If I was him, I would stay with the Rams. Now, in my heart, I would love him to come to New York and be back on the Giants. But if I'm him, my whole marketing system would be stay with the Rams and be the savior that everybody's like, oh, Odell's back. I would probably stay with the Rams because I really think Tom Brady is done. Like, I really do. I don't think that offensive line can hold up for him. And I hope this, and I've said this a few times, I hope he doesn't get hurt. Yeah. Because he's looking real fragile in that pocket. So I'd probably stay with the Rams. And he don't want to go to Green Bay. Odell don't want to go to Green Bay. Odell's worst games that he's ever played have always been in the cold in Green Bay.
If I was Odell, I'd go to the 49ers. I'd go to possibly maybe the Giants. I'd go back maybe to the Giants. I might look at the Eagles. I might look at any of these teams like the Bills or Kansas City Chiefs. I might look at any of these teams that have deep threat. You know what's funny? If
you were talking to your agent and we're just talking about making money and it's just making money, I would literally go to the Cowboys. Yeah. Let me I would, if I just want to make money. And once you put that jersey on, as much as we hate the Cowboys, once you put that Cowboys jersey on, the side hustle is crazy. Yeah, the money that those players make just for wearing a Cowboy jersey, I would go to the Cowboys. That'd probably be the biggest story of the year.
Yeah. So with that being said, let's move on to the NBA. I want to get these couple stories out in the NBA. The Lakers are looking ready to make some trades, bro. They're on the phone right now to oh my God, Terry Rozier's team.
Indiana.
Terry Rozier. He plays for Michael Jordan's team.
Charlotte
Hornets. The Lakers are right now trying to get Terry Rozier, and they also in talks to get Josh Richardson. I'm gonna ask you, T, what's your take? Do you think the Lakers make that trade for Terry Rozier, Josh Richardson, a couple of draft picks, and move Russell Westbrook? Because Terry Rozier has been asked about this, and he hasn't said anything about wanting to move. So do you think the Lakers make the trade? What you think, T?
How bad is it when you're looking for Terry Rozier?
So disrespectful.
See, that was disrespectful, bro. That was disrespectful.
I didn't mean it like that. Well, yeah, I did. I didn't mean it to. It's crazy because the disrespect kind of sounded like it went to the wrong place. I was not trying to disrespect Terry Rozier.
So
I
where
just
you want to
was saying,
disrespect
I was trying to disrespect the Lakers. I said, how bad are you doing that? I don't know if this is your answer right now. Like, that don't, if I'm in the front office, if I'm on the end of the bench, this is not my answer. So the fact that this is really out there, like, they're gonna get Terry Rozier and Josh. You just had a mega plan 1 season ago. Some guy, this guy, right? I don't know if you heard of him. This guy averaged a triple-double 2 seasons. And you said, you know what? Me, Anthony Davis, we can get that guy because he's not happy over there. We bring him over here on the lake. Yo, who could stop us? Come to find out, everybody. So now, I'm sure they thought that. Who gonna stop us? And then you start taking losses to people like Mike's favorite team, Sacramento. And now you're like, we need an answer for this. We need a fix. We need a Band-Aid. And how bad is it that you're Band-Aid? This is how bad the Westbrook thing is in LA. That Terry Rozier, who's a decent player, don't get me wrong, I loved him on Boston. He's the answer to this problem. That means it's really, really bad, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I didn't mean to diss because it definitely, the bat swung the wrong way. I feel like Aaron Judge when he struck out there last time. But this is bad. That's my point. This is really bad, Frank. I think that anything beats a blank. That's what everybody used to say, gambling in the hood. Like you playing dice. Well, whatever. There's only $5. Anything beats a blank. And they're right. In this case, anything beats a blank. That's how bad it is.
See, I got to say, Terry Rozier would fit with the Lakers, though, because he would really play point. I think it'd be a good fit for him. You know what I mean?
But we said the same thing with Patrick Beverly. And he just threw an alley-oop the last game to nobody.
He was a good he's a good fit, but it wasn't his fault the boy can't jump. He threw the right pass.
No, the boy jumped. He didn't know what to do with it. Patrick Beverly threw the perfect alley-oop. The dude jumped, perfect catch, and in midair he said, I'm white, and came down.
Greg, do you think the Lakers make this trade?
Listen, in Fig's defense, freedom of speech.
Yeah. All I'm gonna say is this: you keep getting point guards when LeBron James dominates the ball.
Right.
You're making a bad move. I don't care what nobody said. If you don't get some shooters around LeBron James, they're not gonna win anything. Nothing at all. The Lakers are shooting maybe 20-some-odd%. It may be in the teens from the three-point range. That's why they lose it. And they picked up their defense the last game a little bit. It looked serviceable. The players that they had that could shoot, they got rid of them. One of the players was Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, which is the illegitimate son of Bobby Caldwell. What you won't do for love. So
what? What?
What you won't do for love. Anyway, so you need shooters around LeBron James, and you got rid of all the shooters to get a guy who can't hit the broadside of a barn. I don't know who's making these decisions, but their job should be they should be fired immediately, forthwith, and without hesitation.
And with that, Michael Sean, do you think the Lakers should make the trade for Terry Rozier and Josh Richardson?
Listen, y'all know I'm the biggest LeBron James fan, but I'm so sick of the Lakers talking about what trades they're gonna make to change to get. It's over. He's leaving. LeBron's going to go back to Cleveland and end his career in Cleveland with that young squad and have his son play. It's done. Like Terry Rozier is a very solid player. But like what Taylor said was, you think, and what Fig said, you're not going to be the point guard. LeBron's going to be the point guard. What you need is the shooters to sit around. LeBron's not going to let you bring the ball up when he's on the court. It's just not going to happen. So the Terry Roziers, they're so desperate right now. How about this? They paid Anthony Davis a gang of money. You're in your prime. How about you carry this team? The last game, LeBron scored 30. Anthony Davis still scored, I think he scored like 24 or 25. You still got LeBron in like his 60th season being the leading scorer on a team. Like, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. This whole Terry Rozier thing, the Lakers are just pulling it, and they're pissed because the Clippers are better than them right now.
Hey, Frank, he's right. And let me tell you this. You can't turn LeBron James into a spot-up shooter in year 20. That's not happening. And you know how you know Mike is 100% correct or like it's over? LeBron James right now is doing commercials competing against Father Time. It's over. It's over.
Can't dispute that. My talent. I got to get a couple more things. I want to get it real fast. Ben Simmons got called for several of the whistles he received after the Nets lost again, 134-124, Memphis Grizzlies. This is the second time in 3 games that Ben Simmons has fouled out for Brooklyn. I got to say that real fast. What's your take on Ben Simmons fouling second time in 3 games? He's showing passion, though. He's showing that he's involved in everything else. What's your take on Ben Simmons' foul trouble right now? Is it a good thing, bad thing? You know, him being passionate. How you look at it?
I look at it like Nino Brown, New Jack City. I never liked your pretty ass anyway. He light skinned, man, and he's living up to the hype, which is no hype. You know what? Now, I don't know why, but I always reserve how I feel when people say somebody's going through some mental struggles or whatever, right? So you try to reserve your opinion and how you feel till you get to the end of that. I think it's still lingering, man. I believe it. And not only do I believe it, I think it's still lingering because when you look at him in foul trouble, I didn't see the first game, but this last one, it's like this was an elementary spot he was in, like as a professional player. You don't do what he did. I'm sorry. You know you're an intricate part of your team. You know they need you out there to have any chance of winning. And to foul out in the game the way he did, it was really asinine to me. I hope he gets it together, bro. I really hope, because I don't root against these guys, no matter what. You know, you got to really do some asinine stuff for me to go, okay, you don't care, so I don't care. I'm not there yet with Ben Simmons, and I hope he get a grasp on whatever it is and demons he may or may not be dealing with mentally, because we know he's not the greatest, and he's a dimensional player. He don't have all the facets, but he's better than this, Frank.
Right. I can't even dispute that. Anything you said about that one, T. I'm going to keep the subjects moving. Fig, your question is: Zion Williamson is out tonight. It just got announced 2 minutes before we got on the air. He's officially out tonight. Brandon Ingram is out tonight. The Pelicans are playing the Dallas Mavericks. What's your take on Zion being out and Brandon Ingram being out tonight?
Bet your mortgage.
On which way?
Dallas go molly New Orleans. Without Brandon Ingram and Zion, bet your mortgage money on that. Whatever your mortgage is, just put it up right now. Is DraftKings? Can you bet on basketball with DraftKings, Mike?
Yeah.
Call DraftKings right now. Put your mortgage money up. Because ain't no way that Luka Doncic is going to let a no-star team beat the Dallas Mavericks, who seem to be firing on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, 100% with that one. Michael Sean. In other NBA news, the Portland Trailblazers are off to a 4-0 start. People are like, wow, this is a pretty good start for Portland, and nobody saw that. Odds makers had them at 2-2 at this point in the season. What's your take?
I would love for them to do well. Like, I would love for Damian Lillard to actually go to the NBA Finals. I don't think it's going to last. And I just want to say one thing, because I know we're about to wrap up, about Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons has now become the scapegoat for every team's failures. And I'm so tired. I don't ever want anybody to tell me Kevin Durant is on the level of LeBron James. That's all I want to say. He's in his prime right now. And everywhere Ben Simmons goes, Joel Embiid throws him under the bus, and now everybody's throwing him under the bus for that. Kevin Durant is supposed to be one of the greatest players in the world. So what's happening?
Bro, you always find a way to tie in Kevin Durant or LeBron James in any conversation we talk about.
Any conversation.
I like the way you do that. In any conversation you have, you tie in.
You know what?
In the middle of a
right.
supermarket by the zucchini, you gonna find it.
You know why he's right though, Frank? Let me tell you this. Ben Simmons hadn't played like competitive basketball like 2 years. Right. He's only been back 3 or 4 games. Like it's gonna take a minute. He ain't gonna be his old self right away. It's too soon.
Remember you said that, Fig, when I bring up John Wall. Just remember you said that.
Oh God.
I was waiting for that.
John Wall. John. All right.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say? I didn't hear
John Wall hit. Listen, has John Wall hit a 3-pointer this year?
Bro, yeah, he hit some last night.
Hey, Fig, I can tie in LeBron, Kevin Durant, on the fact that Bill Belichick's gonna get fired at any moment. Like, it don't matter where I'm at.
I just like how y'all have selective memory about certain players and other selective memory about other players.
Johnny is not going to do much, Frank. I'm going to tell you, he's not averaging 20 points a game right now. I think. Listen, the first game was 15. I think yesterday was maybe like 17 or whatever. Like
his average is going up. Like I said, he's gonna be at you. Called it. I let you pick the number. You called it. So we'll see. He's getting better and better. All right, y'all. Let's get ready to beat the show.
So nobody's gonna mention this nice new Nick here.
Yeah, I purposely didn't know.
Yo, T, I need to ask you, did you order your Wu-Tang Knicks jersey?
Nah, I ain't see it. Where's it out? NBA?
Yeah, I got mine on the way, man. It's a special edition.
In the show, y'all can talk about
Knicks. Hey, send me the link. Hold on, Frank. I get some point to this time. Send me the link. I was at the game last night. This is sports related, bro.
Hold up, Talon. The reason why I didn't comment on your gear is because you just zipped it up and you were showing exactly too much chest the entire show.
Can you comment now? Can you comment now?
Now I realize it's dope.
You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you what's funny. Let me tell you a funny story in closing. Frank. So I'm at the game, and I'm in American Express. Got a suite. Now, not the boxes up top, but they got these low suites that are dope. You got the whole suite, and then you come out the other side, and you're in seats. You know, right behind the floor seats. You're in the next level up, looking at the game. So the young lady who works for American Express is me, Rick, my boy KB. She goes, "Oh." They go, Tracy Morgan and Chris Rock sit together. And the guy who works there is like, "You want me to let him know you here?" I said, "Absolutely not." So why not? The last time I sat on the floor of the Knicks game behind Tracy Morgan, and he seen me and my boy Kenny Williams, we didn't get to watch a play of the game, the whole game. He talked the whole game. You want us to let him know you here? Hell no. I'm really here to watch the game.
And the Knicks won last night.
And it was a great game. I snuck out, and I will say this: Manu Bowles' son,
Bo, he looked good. Bo looked good.
Looking a little Tim Dunkish.
Can I end the show now? Y'all done?
Okay, I'm sorry about that. It is a sports show, Frank. I got to remind you.
Yeah, it's right.
Free Bill Belichick. Free Bill Belichick.
It's not a Knicks show.
Free Bill Belichick.
It's not a Knicks show. Yo, we out of here. See, tell everybody out there how they can follow you.
Instagram, everybody. Talent Duck Comedian. It's just comedy on Twitter. NY King Talent on Facebook. Or catch me at the Garden, baby.
Or at Bill Belichick. There you go. At Bill Belichick. Fig, talk to me.
Media Fig on social media platforms. Free Brittany Griner and Bill Belichick.
Hey, why we can't send him to Russia?
How about y'all lock his ass up? Yeah.
They're gonna get trade off. They're gonna get trade.
I'm surprised y'all want to send the most winningest NFL coach to Russia. Y'all smoking.
No, because he's not winning for our team. That's why,
We
Frank.
don't care. At Mike Shaw Comedy, y'all. Just
You know
follow
what?
me.
You know what, Frank? You know what? You know what, Frank? You know what?
Hey, y'all watching Hot Seats on 2-3 times a day. It's on the Human Real app. Make sure y'all watch. Thank y'all for continuing to support, share, everything else. That's Talent. That's Fig. That's Mike. We'll be back tomorrow, same time. We definitely got to get our picks in. We're going to talk about the AFC champ, AFC leading in the playoffs. And hopefully we'll be able to have some more rumors and stuff like that to talk about because there's a lot. Listen, there's some stuff going on every single day. Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all again real soon. Take care. Peace.